Hey everyone. Okay, floss tube number 1. We're gonna try this again. I don't know how to I guess I stopped my video instead of pausing. I think that was my mistake. My dogs are barking and I didn't want that in the video, so now I'm gonna have to start all over again, which is fine. No big deal. Oh, sorry. Okay, so floss tube number 1, intro. My name is Case. My real name is Cassandra. Some people call me Casey. It is spelled Cassie, so I just go by Case, and then I get called Cass. So it is what it is. I go by Jeep Girl on YouTube and on Instagram, and that is just for my love of Jeeps. I own a Jeep. I have a '97 Jeep Wrangler, and I absolutely love it. And you will, I think I may have added some of that into one of my video clips in the beginning of my YouTube channel, where I posted pictures of my favorite times in my life. So if you want to go back and watch that, you can, whatever. But anyways, this is going to be my floss tube portion of my channel. I'm also going to have a diamond painting portion. I'm going to have a crochet portion, Cricut decals and what I do with the Cricut, life and health updates, getting your house in order and ready for this crazy world that we live in. And I will tag each video accordingly so that you can click on the ones that you want to watch and that you're interested in, and not have to worry about going in, clicking on a video and it's diamond painting and you're not interested in diamond painting, you wanted to see cross stitching. Okay, now that that's all the way. Again, my name is Case. I am 43 years old. I will be 44 next month, the end of April. I have been cross stitching since I was 14. So, 30 years. I put it away for quite a few years while my kids were teenagers because there's just no time. You're so busy between school and kids, and I was working full time, and just life. I just did not have time for it. And I picked up crochet instead. Much easier to sit and mindlessly crochet a blanket or a hat, and still interact with your family than to cross stitch. So a lot of things happened last year as far as my health goes. And then this year also, in the beginning of the year, I was very sick. So I have rheumatoid arthritis. I have fibromyalgia. I have osteoarthritis. I have degenerative disc disease. I have carpal tunnel. I have lichen sclerosis. I have interstitial cystitis. I have plantar fasciitis. I have neck problems, back problems. My RA is causing me to have problems with my hands. And each day is a different day. I don't know from one day to the next what I'm going to be facing, if I'm going to be able to even get out of bed. They are currently trying to figure out if I have neuropathy in my feet now. So I'm just to the point where I hate going to doctors because every time I go, they diagnose me with something new. I'm so over it. I told my rheumatologist last week when I met with him, he said, RA can cause neuropathy in the feet. And so RA can also cause many other things to happen and other diagnoses to come about. And I just looked at him, I said, I don't even want to talk about it right now. Nope, not talking about it, because every time I come see you, you hit me with something else. So he just kind of giggled, and we left it at that. So I will know in about 2 more weeks if I need to go see the neurologist to have, I believe they called it an EMG on my feet. They put needles in your feet anyhow and test for neuropathy. Not looking forward to that. I don't want to deal with it. We're just going to go one day at a time. So that is a little bit about me. Other than that, I am married to an amazing man who works full-time outside the home and busts his hind end to make sure that I'm taken care of. He supports me 100% in everything that I do. And um, you know, he supports my creativity. He supports, you know, my hobbies, because I don't work outside the home, um, and I don't work at all per se right now, with my health the way it is. I can't hold myself accountable to a job, not knowing if I can even function from one day to the next. Um, and so, you know, if I need um, something for one of my hobbies, he's supportive of me getting it. He never tells me no. I do feel guilty for spending money, um, because he's working hard for it. So, you know, we can only do what we can do, right? Um, but for my mentality, my mental health, my trying to not go insane here at the house all by myself, I gotta have something to do. Okay, so I decided this year I was going to start doing more than just crochet, because there are days my hands won't let me crochet with the RA. So then I diamond paint. There are days that I can't diamond paint, but I can cross stitch, as long as my frame is in a stand, because I can't hold the frame with my hands with the RA. There's days I can't grab the needle. I just mentally can't function and focus. And so I work on my Cricut and I do decals and stuff. Um, so I try to stay busy. I'm trying to work through all of my crafts that I have here. Last year was a bust. Nobody got any Christmas presents that were homemade. And every year somebody gets something homemade. So my goal for this year is to get out everything that I have on hand, and to start getting projects done. So we are at the last day in March, and I have currently done 4 diamond paintings this year. And we're only going into the 4th month as of tomorrow. So it's not too bad. But now that those are out of the way, I got that out of my system for a while, back to cross stitching. So I brought up some of my projects that I had put away years ago, got them out, started working on them again, and been watching all the FLOSSTUBE videos, and oh my goodness, are you guys talented? And my, how things have changed. I've always just cross stitched on 14 count Ada. I guess I really didn't know that there was a whole bunch of other stuff. So I've been kind of in the dark the last few years, but I am finding out that there's a whole new world of cross stitch out there that I did not know. So I will be venturing out, because I'm going to show you some things that are on my list of things to do. I do not have any of my whips here with me. I didn't want to have to take them out of the frames and, you know, whatever, but we'll talk about that. Let's see. Oh, and I have cross-stitched on the plastic canvas that's for cross-stitch. I have done some ornaments. Everything that I ever made in the past has always been given away. So, it's always been gifts. I've never made anything for myself. Sorry about that. My dog's barking at something. And so, hopefully that will change, because I do have some projects lined up that I want to do that are for me. And, okay. I love big projects. I always have. When I was 14, I always dreamed of doing like this big, huge, like tapestry of cross stitch, whether it be like a big city skyline, a big village, just something. And back in that day, you know, we didn't have YouTube and FLOSSTUBE and the internet to go out and look at things and do whatever. So I didn't know all that stuff was out there. So I went based on the books that I could get at Joann's, and the kits, right? That's what you do. So I am figuring out that I've missed out on a lot, and it's time to play catch up. And I'm excited about that because of all the things that are out there. And so I have recently found out about Hade, which is Heaven and Earth Designs, and they have full coverage, big projects, and I am super excited. So they had a 50% off sale yesterday on their patterns, and I went and I got actually quite a few, which I don't know if I'll ever get to stitch them all, but I'm going to have fun working on them. And again, a lot of my projects are given away. Sorry, my hair's falling out. So I'm excited to get working on those and to start sharing my progress on that. I have watched a lot of YouTube content creators with their full coverage, and oh my god, amazing. You guys are truly fantabulous. Goals, I'm telling you. Hashtag goals for 2022. And in watching FLOSSTUBE, I learned about 123stitch.com. And I learned about glow in the dark floss. Now, I have heard that it's can be a bugger to work with. But I love anything glow in the dark, and my favorite holiday is Halloween. And so when I was going through all my cross stitch stuff from my years of collecting and just not really cross stitching, but you know, all of the things that I've collected over the years, favorite holiday is Halloween, and I have like nothing Halloween. Everything is Christmas. So I don't know what I was doing back then, other than I do love snowmen. So I collected a lot of pattern books that have snowmen in them. And so I will be doing snowmen as well, but Halloween. So 123stitch.com, I found out, has the glow in the dark DMC floss. So I ordered it. And going through their patterns, I ordered some Halloween patterns and some other patterns as well to work on. And those are going to be for me. The Halloween patterns are for me. They're not to be given away. They're something that I can frame and cherish in my home. So that was new. I learned about Q-snaps. I've always stitched in a hoop. I tried scroll frames. I couldn't quite get the hang of them. But then after watching some of the FLOSSTUBE videos, I think I figured out what I'm doing wrong. So I may have to revisit my frames, my scroll frames. Back in the day, when my children were very small, I wanted a cross-stitch stand, so my husband built me one. I just need to go get all the pieces, bring it back up here, and put it together. Because it's homemade, it's big. From what I remember, it's huge. But I'm going to have a couple of big Heaven and Earth Design things that I'm going to be working on at the same time, and just kind of switching between the two based on what I want to work on that day. So we're going to bring that up, put that together, and I don't know if he built it just for my scroll frame, for my hoop. I can't remember. How, as awful as that sounds, I can't remember even what it looks like all put together. So we're going to venture into that. I learned about, so with my RA, I'm not able to hold, I got a Q-snap, a couple Q-snap frames, hoping that would help, but I just can't hold them. So I had went on Etsy and I found a lap frame that I can put my Q-snap in, and it works very well. But I'm also looking for something. I was looking for a stand that would sit on the side of me and come over, because I like to crochet in my recliner. And so I can't have something in front of me. And sometimes the lap stand doesn't sit on my lap correctly where I can maneuver my arms underneath of it, because I've always, back in the day when I was cross-stitching and my husband built me the stand, I would crochet two-handed. And so that is easy for me to do to keep both my hands working, and not hurt my shoulders. So sometimes I just can't get around that frame to get that arm up under there. It's uncomfortable. So I learned about a Lowry stand, and I went to Love Crafts the other day, and there was a coupon for 20% off. I believe I found a coupon online. So I ordered the Lowry stand and the extension bar. I had originally been looking just for like the table clamp, but I wasn't understanding because it said something about transforming your Lowry stand. So I didn't know if I needed the Lowry stand and then could order the table clamp because I would need things from the Lowry stand. I couldn't tell from the pictures stuff, so I just went ahead and ordered the Lowry stand. I was able to do that through PayPal, and PayPal has a pay in 4. So that's going to be easier on our budget to be able to just pay so much every 2 weeks. My husband gets paid weekly, so every couple of weeks my payment will come out for the Lowry stand. That will be paid off in 4 payments. So that took the hit off a little bit better, but I'm going to be able to now sit wherever I want and cross stitch with that stand. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. It is currently in Detroit, Michigan. And that was updated as of last night. So I don't know where it is today because it hasn't updated, but I'm excited because it should be here soon. Yay! So excited for that. Let's see. Other places to get fabric and floss. So I know about 123stitch.com. I've heard some people talk about hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie, I believe. Anyhow, I ordered some off Amazon. I ordered some 18 count. Currently only ever worked on 14. So I ordered 18 for some of my bigger projects, which are going to make my Heaven and Earth designs huge. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Because I don't know if I can do 25, 28, 32 count with my vision. So I'm going to try that 18. But any of you that work with like hand-dyed fabrics and you work with like 18 count and know where you can get like these beautiful fabrics in like the bigger sizes for some of my bigger projects, please comment down below. Leave that information if you would, because I would love to go and check out some other small businesses and order what I need for those projects. I've learned about sulky floss. Somebody mentioned Krynic, and after going through all of my cross stitch floss and reorganizing, because I've always worked with DMC, I noticed that I do have some Krynic. I have 3 or 4 spools of Krynic that is that metallic thread. And I can remember when I worked with that for a certain project, I hated it. I didn't like it. It was extremely thin. It broke easy. It tangled. It knotted. So I've heard some people say that in recent videos that I've watched about Krynic, they don't like it. But there are other ones that they do like. So any tips and tricks, please leave that information below. Because I've heard some people say with sulky threads, because it's thicker, you only need to, like, 1 strand is equal to your 2 strands of DMC that you would cross stitch with on 14, 16, 18 count. I am in the Heaven and Earth Designs group on Facebook, and they're saying 20 or 18 count Ada to do 2/1. That took me a little bit to figure out what they were talking about, but 2/1 full cross for the Hade projects. That is my plan. I have 2 big pieces of 18 count to work 2 of my patterns, so I have to pick out the 2 I want to work on. And I just have some other projects that are needing some specialty threads, I guess, ones that I've never worked with before, not sure where to get them. They are also needing, like they're shown on the hand-dyed, tie-dyed type fabric, and I want to do that. Like, I need that fabric. Whole new world out there, you guys. I did order some RIT dye, watch some videos on dyeing fabric. I am going to try that. I ordered purple and I ordered orange because, again, Halloween's my favorite color. And I am going to, I have a bunch of 14 count Aida, and I have some black from years ago, and it was clearanced out at Joann's, at Walmart, whatever, and I bought it. So it's been in my stash, and I am going to take that 14 count white Aida, and I'm going to try to dye it with the RIT dye like I have seen on FLOSSTUBE videos, to try and get that like tie-dyed textured look for some of my cross-stitch projects. But if you have a favorite place that you order from, and don't mind sharing that information with me, please drop that down below, so I can go check out those places as well. Let's see, what else? I ordered off of Heaven and Earth Designs, I ordered some minis. So I have a couple of projects that I ordered full size max color because they're beautiful. And then I ordered some minis. Now, at looking at the minis, it looks like because those were stitched on 25 count, if I stitch those on my 18 count, then they're technically not a mini anymore. They would be bigger. So I just went with that. I ordered all. I have 2 regular charts, and I have the rest of them are minis. So I'm gonna work on that. Let's see. I'm a highlighting person. I've always taken I either make a copy or I highlight my working copy, because once I do it, I'm probably never going to stitch it again, right? So I've always highlighted my work. I watched some videos about Pattern Keeper, which is a totally new concept to me. I downloaded it. I got my Heaven and Earth Design projects in there. I have the stylus pen thing for highlighting and marking off stitches, and I'm excited to try that, because with my vision, sometimes the paper charts, I have to put a magnifier over them to see the symbols and stuff. So I'm excited to try Pattern Keeper, because I can zoom it in and I can make my symbols as big as I need to, and hopefully be able to do more cross stitching without straining my eyes to stare at a pattern. So I'm excited to do that. So that's something new I am learning, because you can teach an old dog new tricks. You can. And so that's what I'm working on there. Okay, and I have to ask, I've seen it on diamond painting and videos, and I've seen it on cross stitch videos. ASMR. And it's watching somebody stitch or diamond paint, and there's no talking, like there's no talking, right? It's just sitting there watching them. And which I absolutely love, but what does ASMR stand for? Help a sister out. What is that? I've been racking my brain trying to figure it out. I even Googled it. Can't figure it out. So can you help me? Can you put that down below? What does ASMR stand for? It's just driving me absolutely bonkers. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few things that I want to get started and work on, and then I will come back with an update video to show you things that I've been working on, things that I've started, and kind of where I'm at. So I have some hard copies, and then I'm going to show you the Heaven and Earth Design ones that I have chosen to start working on. So, which I'll need my tablet to show you those. So I have that right here. Okay, so hard copies. When I went to 123stitch.com, I ordered some patterns. Because you have to. If you're ordering floss, you got to get a pattern, right? Okay, so how cute is that? Now, I didn't write down what the prices of these were, but dead of night. And so my thought was, I have black fabric, and I now have glow in the dark DMC floss. So I'm going to stitch all the white and glow in the dark. Now, you know what I recently found out as well? That there is glow in the dark floss from other companies in other colors. I watched a video on it. I need to figure out where that video is, and like, because of the pumpkin here having the orange in it, is there an orange glow in the dark? Can I make the whole thing glow? I don't know. I want to find out. So I'm on a mission to find orange glow in the dark floss that will glow orange, actually glows orange, because my white glow in the dark DMC, it does glow. It glows a lot. It glows that neon green color, which is fine. It doesn't have to glow white, but I do want orange for my pumpkin. Okay. I also found this one. So they have all these other ones that you can get, but this Stay Humble, Work Hard, Be Kind, I love that. And I will probably change out some of the colors, because the heart and the letters BE in there, I've never changed out colors before, but I see so many of you doing it on here, and it's awesome to see your creativity. So my thought was, because it kind of like blends in, I don't know if you'll be able to see it that well, is I'm thinking I will do the pink for the heart, but then I think the letters B and E I'm going to do in like a purple, just so it stands out a little bit. And then there's one color in here that I do not have. I believe it is 742. I have almost all the DMC floss, had almost all the DMC floss colors till DMC came out with like a crap ton more. And I printed off an inventory sheet, and I reorganized all my floss by number in my cases, and I'm missing like 60 floss colors. So I do have some gift certificates for Joann's, and I will be going and getting those colors and using coupons and finishing up my DMC line. So anyways, I will need to, I believe it's 742 that I do not have. And if I can't find it when I get ready to stitch this, then I will substitute it out for something else. But I am going to be going. Now, I did go to 123stitch.com. I can't order all of them. They are the same price as Joann's. They are 60 cents a piece. But I'm holding off. I'm holding off on a 123stitch order because I've spent some money already. The other one, I'm going to try not to get a glare crinkle. Sorry. So if you can see this, this is Praiseworthy Stitches, and it is a Halloween scene. And I absolutely love that. How cute is that? You've got little kiddos with Halloween costumes on. Yep, that one's going to be fun. I can't wait. I stitch all the Halloween things, right? I also ordered from White Willow. It's White Willow Stitching presents The Grim Reaper, based on the artwork of Jason Siawi. 123stitch. How cool! Oh my god, I love skeletons. I have a lot of Halloween decorations, and I like creepy dolls, zombies, and skeletons. Of course, pumpkins. But anyways, skeletons. I have skeletons here in my house. I have a full-size skeleton sitting out on my porch in my Chase Lounge, and I have the little skeleton animals in the house because I love skeletons. So anyways, I can't wait to do that one. It is shown worked on a blue fabric, But that's kind of one of the ones that I was thinking would be cool if I could get like one of the hand dyed fabrics in like a purpley color or something, because I think that that would look cool with the gray and the black colors of the cloak of the skeleton. Enough about that. I gotta get fabric first. The other one that I got was Halloween Happiness, designed by Sandra Casalino. I'm trying not to get the glare, you guys. I'm sorry. Anyhow, I just thought that was just cute and just vintage looking. And that one, they stitched it on a brown. I don't know if I want to do brown. I like Halloween colors. I like bright colors. I like fun stuff. To me, I think the brown, yes, it's vintage looking, but I'm not too sure. I am going to find a different fabric for that. If I could find something, I don't know, looking at the colors in here, I don't know if I'd want to change the colors, but I'm thinking if I could find something that was more of like, because there's purple in here, more of like a green, or maybe like that. It's like a gray and black or gray and white tie-dye. That's what I'm thinking for that one. So that's my plans for that. Okay. Let me get the tablet booted. So in my pattern keeper, okay, so I also ordered a couple patterns from the Witchy Stitcher. Now, these are just cute little ones. I couldn't get over this. I'm going to save my hands will work. How cute is that? Now, that obviously had to do with our pandemic, right, back in 2020. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole like pandemic type stuff on there because it's now 2022. But 2022 is kind of boo sheet too, because I mean, let's face it, everything's going up in price, including our hobbies, right? So I don't know, but I am definitely going to stitch the ghost, and this is boo sheet, right? Okay. Another one from the Witchy Stitcher. Oops. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm still trying to learn how to find everything on here. Okay. This pumpkin, you guys. He cracks me up. How cute is that? Oh my God, his face. So see that fabric that it is on? That is what I'm thinking for that other Halloween one that's done on the brown. That's the color fabric. So if you know where I can get that, you know what to do. Leave it down below. Okay. So my original, for Heaven and Earth, my original one that I found is called The Reef, and it's Max Color by John Enright. You guys, I have always had a love for fish tanks, especially saltwater tanks. How freaking awesome is that? And look at the colors. It caught my eye because of all the bright colors going on. And like, I don't have a ton of like just all one color background, which is awesome. So I have 18 count fabric I'm going to stitch this on. And I think when I figured out and used the fabric calculator, the finished design is going to be huge, like a blanket, right? It's like 4 foot by like 3.5 foot or something like that. Huge. But that's what I like. I like big projects. And so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I do have lots of wall space, very, very like high ceilings. And that's gonna be for me. So I will find something to do for it, even if I turn it into like a throw blanket for out in my shed just so that nothing can happen to it, right? Because I do have a she shed craft shed that my husband built me last year, which houses all of my stuff, and I'm normally down in there, but it's cold. It's winter in Michigan, y'all. I don't want to burn through propane out there. Just to sit out there when I can sit in my warm house. Okay, the other big one from Heaven and Earth Designs, Birds and Blooms Garden Max Colors by Amy Stewart. I seen this on FLOSSTUBE and fell in love. How stinking adorable. I love this. The colors are absolutely fantastic. This is something that, when done, I would love to gift to somebody extremely special to me. And I know that I'd get it back when that day comes. So, let's see. The, what is that? That was a free one. That was a free one on Heaven and Earth Designs, because they do have the free charts that you can download. So the minis that I got on yesterday's sale, Christmas ornaments, Snow Much in Love. So I had mentioned that I have a ton of Christmas patterns, none full coverage, but I love snowmen. So I couldn't pass this one up on the sale yesterday, you guys. Now again, I'm going to be stitching it, so it's going to end up being bigger than an ornament. But that's okay, because then I can frame it and put it on my wall, right? Oops. Again, I hit the wrong thing. Okay, the next one is Heaven and Earth Designs Mini Snow Merlot. And it's by, is it Donna Gelsinger? You guys, be still my heart, how adorable. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm a wino. I love my wine. I don't drink a lot, but every night I like to sit down and have a glass of wine while I craft, or I watch NCIS with my husband, or whatever. And my favorite is box wine, Fruity Red Sangria, because it is cheap, and it's like $13 for a box, and it's like equivalent to like six bottles of wine, I think. And 6 bottles of wine around here is going to cost you like anywhere from $42 and up. And that's on the cheap side. But I can get a box of wine for $13. So I'm going box. And it's a flavor that I like. So, the snowman with a wine glass, totally up my alley. And then the other one, I got a mini oldies but goodies by Mary Thompson. This is like kind of like the only colorful car one I could find. I watched a FLOSSTUBE, and a lady was working on a car, but apparently that pattern, a sports car, like coming at you out of the fabric, but apparently that pattern's not available anymore. But if anybody's got that pattern and wants to sell it, like, I want it. So this one, I have lots of car lovers in my life. And so I thought this one would be fun to do. Yeah. So I'm going to be busy, you guys. But I am so excited. This last one, Mini Becoming Brave by Terry Rosario. How freaking cute. It's a little boy Indian. Yeah. That might be one of them I start first. It is not bright colors like I like. Most of the things that I work on are usually like bright, fun colors. My shed has white walls and is splatter painted with pink, purple, green, orange. I went crazy splatter painting. So that is my happy place. And bright fun colors are just easier to keep going with, right? I'm working on a cross stitch right now that is 99% different colors of brown. And it's one that, you know, I started years ago for somebody. And my goal is to finish that this year so that I can gift it to them for Christmas. But you guys, the browns are killing me. Like, I'm working on filling in stuff. I'm like, I need some color in my life. So the ones with, you know, more of the darker colors, a lot of them I think are going to take me longer. Just because I got to let my eyes rest and I got to work on something colorful. So we're going to see how all that goes. But I just want to come on here and do my first floss tube. My next one, I will have things to show you that I've been working on. And this is going to be a way to document my journey and just seeing how things are going in my life and how many projects I can complete in 2022. May not be all cross stitch, as I said. Right now I've only done 4 diamond paintings. But they're projects and things are getting done, right? So the goal is to stay motivated, keep my mental health on track, and to do the things to keep me busy and to keep my hands going so that I don't just let them go and cramp up and whatever. I need to keep them going. Okay, so any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And I will answer them when I can. This video is going on 42 minutes, so I'm going to shut it down. But to my subscribers and any new subscribers coming on, I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you all. I'm hoping to grow this channel and make some new stitchy friends. Like I've watched a ton of you on FLOSSTUBE, and I don't comment a lot. I comment once in a while. I'm not a big commenter, but I always like your videos and subscribe. And so I'm hoping that my channel does the same thing, and that it grows, and that in this world of craziness that we can each find comfort in coming to YouTube and FLOSSTUBE with a community that of like-minded people and help support and uplift each other. And by the way, I think it's absolutely amazing that I am finding men cross-stitching, because in my day that wasn't a thing. It was an old lady hobby. I shouldn't have been doing it. People would look down on me in school for it. But you guys out there, you males that are working on that stuff, go you, and freaking amazing work, let me tell ya. So, kudos to all of you. Thank you for all of your love and support. Thank you for continuing to come back and spend time with me. And let's grow the channel, guys. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this goes. I need more crafty friends in my life, and enablers and influencers. I'm gonna call you guys out, because yeah, that's how I got a Q-snap. That's how I got a Lowry coming. That's how I got glow in the dark floss. That's how I found new patterns. And so enable me. Leave the info below. I hope you all have a great day. God bless you all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.